So you want to open a UK company, but you don't live in the United Kingdom. Maybe you've been trying to figure out how to do this, but you're not 100% sure where to start. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to register a UK limited company as a non-resident completely online, step by step. By the end of this tutorial, you have a fully registered UK limited company with all the official documents you need, and just to be clear, this is 100% legal. You don't need to live in the UK to do this, and the entire process can be done from anywhere in the world, and it usually takes about 24 hours once you submit everything. Now the company type I'm gonna cover in this video is a UK limited company, or LTD. An LTD is a separate legal entity, which basically means it's its own thing, separate from you as a person. This business type is the most common form in the UK and very much comparable to an LLC in the United States, so this is what we're going to form. But first, let's go over all the documents that you need for your LTD to be operational. First, your company gets officially registered through the Companies House, which is the UK government body that handles all the company registrations. Then you'll get a company name and a business address, a company registration number or a CRN, which is basically your official company ID. You then also get your unique taxpayer reference or UTR, which is your UK tax number, and also every LTD needs a registered office address in the country, and this address needs to be physically in the UK. Now don't worry about this yet, I'll show you exactly how to get this even if you're abroad. And now you might be wondering how to set all of this up, and if it's necessary to do all of this manually through the Companies House. And technically you can do that, but I don't recommend it, and here's why. I personally like to use formation agents, and they handle all the paperwork and filing for you, but more importantly, they also provide a registered office address in the country. They also help with ongoing compliance, so filing annual statements, and they basically act as your legal presence in the country. Now for this tutorial, I'm gonna go with First Formations. They're one of the most established formation agents in the UK, and they have a package specifically for non-residents in their platform. This really makes the whole process very straightforward and easy to set up as a non-UK resident. Now if you want to follow along, I'll leave a link down below to First Formations, or you can simply go to buyhassle.com/firstformations. Then from here, this is going to bring you to the official page of the formation agent. And from here, straight away, we can see form a limited company from £52. And the first thing we can do is fill in a name for our LTD to see if it's available. So for me, I'm going to type in VectorTube, just like that, and click search, and now it's going to see if this is available, and this name is available, so we click on choose a package. And now from here, this is where it gets really important, as we have all of these different packages we can choose from: a limited company, for non-residents, LLP, and the other ones as well. Now for us, since we are non-UK residents, we want to go with this designated package they made for us. And as you can see, here are all the details of this setup. So let me walk you through it. First of all, we're gonna get our own limited company set up through the Companies House with a filing fee of £50. We get a copy of our certificate of incorporations, the share certificates, any memorandum and articles. For the bank, they recommend this World First Bank. I also have another video on how to set up a bank, which I'll leave down in the description. And also you get the address service of your registered office right here as well, which is an address in London in Covent Garden. So it's super convenient to let them handle all the paperwork and filing for you, and they will also act as your legal presence in the country. So from here you can simply click on buy now, and now we're gonna get some extra options, and not everything here is necessary, so I'll walk you through it. So for the 12-month cancellation protection, this really is optional. If you decide later you don't need the company, you can dissolve it manually without this service, so I would say skip. The GDPR compliance package is only necessary if you're handling UK or EU customer data, so unless you're doing that, skip this as well. There's also this apostille document service. You only need this if you're planning to open bank accounts outside of the UK with this company, but since most of us don't want that, this is also not really necessary. Then we have the payee registration, and this is only relevant if you're going to hire employees in the UK. And the same with the ICO registration service, which is only relevant if you're storing UK customer data as well. Then we have two free options right here. We have Xero, which is an accounting software, 100% off for the first 6 months. If you want that, you can add it since it's free anyway. The only thing I would absolutely recommend is adding the pre-submission review. This is basically where they check all the company details that you gave them to avoid mistakes. Once you've selected all that you need, you can go ahead and click checkout right here, and then they will file the company for you. So now let's go over what happens next after you make this payment and First Formations starts to work. Okay, so first, the team at First Formations will review your application. They will make sure all your information is correct and that everything is filled out properly. And for the pricing, it's £175 upfront as we paid before, and then £50 per year to keep the LTD going. Then once they reviewed everything, they will first file your LTD at the company's house. They will do this with the Covent Garden address in London, and this usually takes around 24 to 48 hours. And you'll receive an email confirmation once your company has been approved, and this email will let you know that your company is now officially registered. Then next, they will get all the certificates and documents necessary for the company. First, the certificate of incorporation, you get the CRN number, the share certificates, and your memorandum and articles, like we talked about before. And also, as I said, the London address confirmation. This will be your registered UK office address and will also act as your mail forwarding service. So whenever you receive physical mail in your company address, First Formations will take that mail and send it to you digitally through email. You will then also get access to your dashboard in First Formations, from where you can manage your company, the documents, and the place where you can view and edit your company information at any time. Then later you'll also receive the UTR, the taxpayer reference. Now you don't get this right away. This arrives from the HMRC, which is the UK tax authority, and usually within 2 to 4 weeks you receive this. And this is your company's UK tax number, and you'll need it for filing taxes later on. So now that your company is registered, the next step is to open a UK bank account with your company as a non-resident. Now this is important because you need a UK bank account to receive payments and operate legitimately. It also required if you want to use platforms like Stripe in the UK, PayPal UK, or Shopify payments UK based. And actually, as you can see, I have a dedicated video on this already on my channel. I will leave a link down below in the description to that, so make sure to check this out next. Now lastly, I really want to talk about taxes and understanding the UK tax obligations when running an LTD as a foreigner. So first of all, let's talk about the UK side of things. So every UK limited company pays corporation tax on the profits that they make. It's 90% on profits up to £50,000 and 25% on profits above £250,000. And in between, this is tapered, so in between these numbers. Here I have a simple example. If your company earns £10,000, you pay 90%, so £1,900 in corporation tax in the UK you need to pay to the UK government. Now for non-residents, for dividends and for personal income tax, it works different. As a non-UK resident, you do not pay UK tax on dividends or income you take out of the company. So when you transfer the profits home, you are taxed according to your home country. So for me in the Netherlands, let's take the example, 10,000 profit in the limited company, I pay £1,900 in UK tax corporation. Then this is what I take home, £8,100 as net. I send it home, and then I need to pay income tax over this based on the rules of the Netherlands in my local country. This will be the same for you depending on the country where you live. So again, to do your taxes, as I talked before, you need the unique taxpayer reference. This is needed for filing returns, payments, and any official dealings or communication with the tax authorities in the UK, and you receive this automatically within 2 to 4 weeks. Then we have annual reportings and compliance. This is, besides taxes, also necessary, and this is why I like having a good formation agent, as they will handle this for us. We need to do the annual accounts, so this financial statements at the end of the year, corporation tax return, confirmation statement, so basically if you have any updates in the company, and as I said, First Formations can handle these filings for you and keep you compliant. So again, it's super important to have a good formation agent. They handle your filings and reminders, they prevent penalties for late or missing reports, and it just keeps your company legally active and transparent. Alright, so that's the complete process for opening a UK company as a non-resident. I've left all the links you need in the description below, including the links to First Formations and the link to my video on opening a UK business bank account as well. If this video helped you out, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more international business tutorials. With that being said, have an amazing rest of your day.